Newly released with no place to go. Tonight, immigration advocates say a new danger awaits migrants in the immediate hours following their release.
Channel 5's Valerie Gonzalez investigates.
Immigrants released from detention centers like Port Isabel have to disclose their destination to ICE before release. ICE will then drop them off at a bus station. Here's what we saw. The sun is setting as a white nondescript van pulled up to the La Plaza bus station in Bronzeville. A man from El Salvador and another from Cuba exited. The time, 8:24. The station closes for the day at 11 p.m. Elisa Filipone watches the clock as she walks the floor of the station. She knows what can happen if time runs out for those newly released. She saw it happen to 2 young immigrants earlier this week.
And then I looked at her. How old are you? 18. I said, okay, if you don't want to go with me, I'm just going to help you sit outside with you because I have a 19-year-old daughter.
Tonight, the Cuban caught his bus to San Antonio. Filipone gave him taxi fare, $80. The other man from El Salvador talked to his family on a borrowed phone. The family put him up for a hotel and paid for a ride there. The next night, we saw something similar.
Sí, como a las 8.
We found a 21-year-old Honduran woman waiting for her bus. It was close to 8 at night.
Tú llegas como sin saber nada. O sea, no sabes para dónde vas, no sabes quién te va a recoger, no sabes nada.
She tells us 2 hours before she left Port Isabel, her phone privileges were cut off. We saw her forms with the destination listed.
Y ya ellos quieren tu dirección para mandarte las citatorias para corte, cosas así.
It is similar to what ICE told us in a statement. ICE routinely coordinates release plans and travel arrangements with the family members of the people being released from custody in the Rio Grande Valley. ICE does not pay for bus or plane tickets. A release plan is tailored for each detainee and carefully coordinated with a detainee's sponsor, family, or obligor. Just moments after the Honduran woman boarded her 10 o'clock bus, we came upon Marlo. Relatives picked him up here.
Sí, me dijeron, o vas a ir a recogerlo o ya le compraste su boleto para la Greenhouse. Le digo, no, vamos a ir a recogerlo, pero no lo dijeron. Oye, la Greenhouse está cerrada hasta las 11, hasta apenas nosotros nos dimos cuenta. Oye, a las 11, y mira qué horas son, y si no llega.
Marlo's relative drove hours to get to the station. They now know Marlo would have had to wait outside if they'd run into a problem. Filipone believes there is a better way.
But if we could get the lawyers to tell the detainees to ask for bus tickets out of McAllen, and detainees to know this and family members to know this, if we could do that, then we wouldn't have a crisis here.
The McAllen bus station is open overnight. Filipone believes that could be a good safeguard against risky situations.
Day 3, down.
We spoke with the station manager at Bronzeville. He tells us the station is working with police to have more police presence at their station. They're hoping that happens by October. They also tell us they could work with Catholic Charities to sell a $5 Metro Connect ticket to all those who arrive in Bronzeville to take them to McAllen. But that bus stops running at 7:30 in the evening. Catholic Charities told us they would look into the situation as well. In the studio, Valerie Gonzalez, Channel 5 News at 10.